bang. Oh. I have never been here. Welcome to Ayutthaya Gold Treasure Exhibition. Oh, Asian. စတုထနဲ့ကျောင်းသားတွေရဲ့လေးလာရေးခီးဖြစ်ပါတယ်စတုထနဲ့ကျောင်းသားတွေဆိုတော့နောက်ဆုံးနှစ်တို့ဒီနေ့ကတော့ပြီးကြတယ်နောက်ဆုံးနှစ်ကျောင်းသားတွေလေးလာရေးခီးဖြစ်ပါတယ်အယုဒ္ဓယအိုင်ရှန်စီတီWhere you go to Laos? Oh.
Like last year.
Yeah, last year. Student from Mount. Ayutthaya Gold Treasure Exhibition Building. No fan, no video that.
We have many stories to learn on this aspect, negative or positive. Okay, next group number 6. Group number 6. Okay, you shall
Okay, so first of all, let me respect to our head of department and our lecturer and all of my mate here and who come to explore the new the history for all of us. And yesterday for me, I decided I will not join this trip or this study trip because tomorrow in the morning we have to wake up and we have to prepare to go to Laos. And I think that this afternoon session I'm going to prepare my clothes or everything that to go to Laos. But Bunmi said, no, you must go. He said it to my practice life. Okay, I will go with you. Okay. And when I arrived here, I thought by myself even though in Myanmar, we also have the history like this. And I think that they will be similar with Pagan periods because as we all know, it's famous from Ayutthaya, we have heard from when we went younger until now, the Ayutthaya was destroyed by the Pagan or something like this, right? We have heard from this one. I think that if I go to history or maybe exhibition, they will show about this thing. I don't want to go exact like Myanmar, but when I arrive here, the first students that we have learned from the types of the pagoda and the amazing stress that my friend has mentioned earlier, it's really interesting. But when we look the stress style, it's it's not similar with Myanmar. It's they mix with the Arab or it's from the European country. It's really interesting. And the second student also we learn about the types of pagoda and what they have put inside the pagoda and how many folds of the pagoda. But for the Sun files, and we have learned about Chiang Mai period also. It is Sun files. it reminds me that even though it's my state, like Shan state, we still use this system, or we still use this tradition, such as like Chiang Mai tradition, and they are similar with our Thai or our Shan state also. It reminds me a lot. And the second is we can learn from the history of the people, or like the history of the resilient people understand how they lived from the periods. And the second is like traditional dress. And you will see that the treasure for the king and for the queens, how they dress and how they make it up on that style or on that period is really interesting. And next is like the life of the people from that time. And when we learn, when we think about this like exhibition, and one of the translators said that they were found from the rubber house or rubber place, which is mean like that this treasure is the rubber is rotted already, and they were going to find this later. It's really interesting. So I have question on my own that how they know this rubber and how they can get it back, and who tell like the people here and that the rubber is rubbed out of this thing, and they can find this one, and how can they find this treasure and can get this exhibition. And next about it's like all of the things that's in the exhibitions is connect with the China. A lot of things is from the maybe like the gift from China, and I really want to know at that time what happened and how China and Thailand connected each other. According to like exhibition, like the painting or everything, they was like draw, there was rose, or they would paint with the Chinese system or Chinese style. It's really interesting, right? And for me, I would like to say the first time that I'm really lazy, I don't want to come here, but after I like explore the new thing, the new exhibition, the new everything in this exhibition, like it remind me that for our new generations, not all of you, me and my friend, or for the younger generation, this is like we have to remind them to learn the history, what happened from the period until now. Thank you.
And our friend who come with us today. My topic from group number 5 is why should we preserve the artifact in the museums? So we know that artifact is something from the old period or generation. Why is it important to keep them in the museum? I will put it in the bullet or for like first, for those who interested in the old things or artifact from generation, that we want to know what is it and why is it important to understand. For one who interested, for one who never knows, and to keep the knowledge, as we have been and see, like for something we have seen and we know what is it called. For something we don't know what is it called and what is it important. And for me, I have seen that for something like for the kings or queen family, they wear that to show their status, to show their wealth. And sometimes we also know that they show what values in that generation or period. And it also shows the connections of the knowledge generation and whatever from those periods to this period. And the follow-up problem is that what's going to happen if we don't preserve or keep those artifacts in the museum? The thing that will happen is that people in the next generation, or for example Gen Zs or follow-up, when they have the curiosities or wanting to know more, they will not know about this. Like it's going to be difficult for them to find the primary sources of information, to look up. So this is the importance and why we need to keep or preserve the artifact in the museum. Thank you so much.
Responsibility for the trip as a super guys for you. Actually, he's the guys in the India, for a long time. He has the emotion to entertain all the passengers on the bus, like you hear. Okay, because of the time, I would say sorry for those who missed this trip.
And I would say congratulations to you all to present here on the team.
ต้องมีรถรับส่งนะอาจารย์นะพูดถึง
ใช่
ถ้ามีรถรับส่งนะเป็น
มีรถใช่ไหม
ก็ได้
ถูกต้องเขามีให้
อาจารย์เคยไปดูที่หอพักหรือยังที่ราชบุรีมีทั้งพระนะกีวรปิวว่อนนะหน้าต่างนะ
เห็นอยู่เนี่ยก็คิดอยู่เข้าใจเห็นอยู่
จริงๆแล้วเนี่ยในความคิด